Hi everyone, it's Jane here for Wow Embossing. Thank you for joining me today where I'm going to be unboxing my brand new Spellbinders Glimmer Hot Foil machine and making a card. Hey everyone, I have just received this week my Spellbinders Glimmer machine. I have used hot foil before, but I'm new to the Spellbinders machine, so I thought we could unbox this today and have a little play with it. So let's see. So inside the box we've got the little magnetic pickup tool for picking up your dies, your foil plates when they're hot. There's a little starter foil plate there, a little floral, and just a note to say hello. Got a couple of power cords, UK and EU, some hot foil, and then we've got the machine itself. So we've got the base plate here, instructions. I think that's like a warranty type thing. This is going to be, that's a cutting plate, I think. That'll be the plate that goes on top of the base when it's heating up. And then that's the heat-proof mat to pop your hot dies on after you've heated them up. And then we've got the actual base of the machine here. What I quite like about this is storage for the cord. So you can wrap that around there when you're not using it, which is quite neat and tidy. Okay, so I've just plugged this in and you can see the red power light flashing. And then I'm going to put the base on and that power light goes to red. So when this is heated up enough for us to put our plate on, that's going to go green. So we'll just wait for that to heat up now. So while I'm waiting for this to heat up, I've just cut down some panels of Wow's Superior Smooth cardstock. Just cut one sheet into 4 panels, so we've got some to play with. The reason I'm using the smooth cardstock is because hot foiling seems to work better if you've got a really smooth surface. I've also grabbed a hot foil plate from my stash. I think this is a Pinkbrush Studio one, Snowflakes, and then I've got one of the new Wow hot foils as well in the magenta gloss. So while I've been grabbing those bits and bobs, the platform is now ready. So what we need to do is pop our hot foil plate on the top. We need to press this timer button and then it starts to blink. And when this turns solid green, that's when we're ready to foil. So while that's doing that, I'm gonna just cut a piece of foil big enough to cover that whole plate. Now that has gone solid green. So we're going to pop the foil on. Okay, and then our card stock over the top. You do have to be careful because it's already super hot at this point. Now I am conscious I might get some over foiling because I've got quite a big piece of foil cut here, but let's see where we get to. So for a regular hot foil plate, we need the shim. This, they call it an acrylic spacer. So I'm going to pull this out of the machine. I'm going to bring in my Platinum 6. And if you don't have a Platinum 6, I think this works with other die cutting machines as well, like the Sizzix Big Shot. I'm just going to wind that through. Gosh, that's a bit noisy, isn't it? So let's see what we've got. It's my first ever go at this, so let's see. Oh my word, look how nice that foiling is. That is amazing. No overfoiling, or just a tiny little scrap there. It's not cut through my cardstock. It's just done an absolutely perfect job. Look at that, it's got every single little detail. I have to say I'm very impressed with that. And I'm going to carefully pick up this extra piece of foil as well, because look how pretty that is. So you can always use your leftover foil for things as well. So we could cut round these and make some tags to match the card that I'm going to make in a second. Okay, so safety first. We need to pick this up with the magnetic pickup tool, pop it over onto our silicone mat, and then you just press the little button to let go of it, and that means you're not going to be burning your hands. All right, so let's turn this into a card. I am thinking that we should let the foiling be the star of the show here because that is so pretty. So let's make something clean and simple. I have got some sentiments here that'll go well with the Christmas card. I think these ones are probably going to be a bit too big. Maybe we just stick with something simple like this. Let's see, how about, let's go for, okay, so let's go for warm and cozy wishes. That's quite nice to go with the snowflakes. Okay, so I just brought my platform back in and heated it up again. So we're just going to pop this tiny little sentiment on. Now just press the timer button so this can heat up. Okay, so now it's gone solid green. We can pop our little scrap of foil on our cardstock over the top. Then we're going to go with our shim and our cutting plate. And we're going to send it through our machine. There we go. That's so pretty. This is going to become addictive. While this is still warm, I think I'm going to do another foil plate. So let's pop that to one side and let this heat up again. All right, so that's ready now. So this time I've got a Spellbinders Hot Foil plate. First time using it. So I'm going to pop this on here and press the timer. And this time I'm going to be using this Spectrum hot foil from Wow because I thought that looked really cool with the birthday candles. So, all right, so our timer's gone green. So I'm going to pop the foil over the top and our cardstock. In fact, you know, I'm going to try and aim to get this on just one side of my card. So careful not to burn myself, obviously, in the process. Okay, we'll give that a go. Ooh, it's so exciting, the big reveal. Oh my word, look at how good that is. I absolutely love that. And again, the foil that's left over is so pretty as well. I can definitely see myself using that for something. All right, so let's trim down this sentiment. So there's a die that comes with this foil sentiment set. So you can trim out each of the sentiments, which is quite handy. This is another Spellbinders one. It's like a mini version of the Platinum called the Scout. And it's so handy for just doing small little die cuts like this. All right, so there we have that. I had planned on just trimming it down, but we could trim this panel down a little bit and have it going from side to side. That might look quite nice. Now, I don't use a lot of coloured cardstock, so I am terrible for not labelling my cardstocks because I don't have that many of them. So I believe this is Wildberry by Concord and Ninth. So I'm going to trim this down to an A2 panel size, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I'm going to trim this down. I'm going to give it a fairly aggressive crop. So I think I'm going to do 5 inches by 3 3/4. There we go, we've got a nice hefty border around the edge. And then we can pop the warm and cozy wishes in the middle there. That looks really nice. Okay, let's grab some foam tape. Okay, we're just going to pop some foam tape all over the back of this so that it's not sagging anywhere. I'm going to remove the backing paper. I'm just going to stand over the top to make sure that this is going on nice and straight. You can use the grid lines on your craft mat if you have one like this to help you. Try and line it up. I think that looks pretty good. And then I'm just going to add this on with liquid glue. All right, how pretty is that? That's so simple to do as well. Just one foil plate, one sentiment, and that's it. And it makes a really nice Christmas card. Now we could add a bit of bling to this, but to be honest, I quite like the clean and simple nature of it, and it just lets the foiling be the star of the show. So before we move on to a second card, I thought I would show you how you could use the leftover foil to create some tags. So I have got a gift tag die set here from My Favourite Things. So I've got my cutting plates ready for my Spellbinders machine, and I'm just going to go with this one just as an example. Hopefully that will have cut out a nice tag shape for us. So I'm just going to pop that to one side, and I'm going to die cut the tag again out of white cardstock. I'm going to take my liquid glue, and I'm just going to cover the entire tag with it. I'm actually going to smudge that glue around with my finger because I don't want any of the lines of the glue to show through the foil. I don't want it to be lumpy and bumpy. So I'm going to smooth that out, and then I'm going to line my tag up over the top, my foil tag. I've not done a good job of lining that up at all. But you can see, if I had, how beautiful a tag that is. And then on the reverse, you can just put your to and your from. Okay, so off screen, I've just trimmed the white edge there where I didn't quite line it up perfectly. And you can see we're left with a really, really lovely gift tag. And then I've just done a second one as well, with another one of those snowflakes that was left over. So I think they'd be really, really nice, easy gift tags to make, to add to your Christmas presents. So there you go, it's a card, 2 matching tags, really, really super easy, but very effective. Pleased with how they turned out. I hope you liked them too. And I hope it inspires you to give some foiling a go. Also, if you'd like to see the second card that I made with the candles, I'll be uploading videos soon to my YouTube channel, which is Card Days Night. So hopefully I will catch you over there. And until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye.